Oats, peas, beans, and barley grows. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grows. Can you and I or anyone know how oats, peas, beans?
Good morning. This is
Kasin,
and we're going to be working on cooking some dried vegetables. Learning how to cook with dried vegetables and grains is very important, especially for the survival-minded. And today I'm just going to make up some omelets with celery and mushroom and a little bit of leek and some flavoring. So let's start with that. Into the pan I put just some dehydrated celery, just like a little fingerful of that, fingerful of the leek flakes. The leek flakes were purchased from Harmony House, a good resource for dried vegetables and fruits. Nice people too. And then the celery there was also from Harmony House. You could certainly make your own. It's easy enough with some dehydrating trays. But I wanted to get it in bulk, and I had other things to do, so I bought it from Harmony House. So I just put a little of that. Let's turn that pan on. Put a little of that into the pan with about a half cup of water, a little bit of chicken flavored tomato bouillon, which is in bulk. And now I'm sauteing the celery and the tomato flakes to soften them up. And you can tell when they're pretty much done because you can take your spoon or whatever implement you're using and kind of press on it and it'll be soft. This one's still a little bit textured, so we're just going to let that saute a little more. It doesn't take too long, maybe a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes to get that softened up in the water. No salt, because if you put salt in with your vegetables, it has a tendency to draw the moisture out of your vegetable that you're trying to rehydrate. So just let that saute that into that good sauce, and it's picking up all that flavor from the chicken flavored tomato bouillon. It's going to be yummy. Now on the side, I've already chopped up some, now this is fresh mushroom, although you could also have put the dried mushroom in here, but I had to get rid of the fresh mushroom. Part of stocking up on items and for survival purposes is making sure that you use what you have without having it go bad, so this had to be used up. Just for everyone's interest, I did dehydrate the other mushrooms that I put in there, so I didn't let them go to waste. Those were dehydrated and they're already in stock and entered in the pantry book. The other item I chopped up was half a pound of some nice chicken breasts that I had actually made up in tarragon chicken the other day, and I had some chicken breasts left over, so I put them in small pieces. You can tell by the size of my finger about what that is. Now see, salsa's coming to inspect. That's a nice sit salsa. Want a treat? Okay, now Mom's got to wash her hand again. So we're just letting this cook down. I had taken 4 eggs. I have a few chickens, so these are fresh eggs. And you whip them up till they get nice and frothy. Some people say a minimum of 5 minutes of beating. It's been about 5 minutes overall for these. And I just set those to the side. Again, no salt. And this is a bit of canned cheese that I had that needed to be used up. So we're going to put that on top, but that'll be later. Let's test our vegetables again. Oh yeah, these are looking good. You can tell just by the touch of your spoon that they're softened now. That one's still a little hard. More like, I would say that's al dente. The other ones are nicely softened. So this is fine. This is ready. Okay. Remove your cooked vegetables from the pan. Turn down your heat a little bit, because eggs like to cook on lowish. You certainly don't want it on high. Put a little bit of extra. You should have. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. You should have a little bit of enough butter in the pan, but I like that butter flavor. I'm actually not using butter because it burns. I'm using a balance that has called Smart Balance, and it actually is non-hydrogenated, which is very important if you're interested in keeping your cells in good shape. I think from my research, as I understand it, hydrogenation increases bad prostaglandins and decreases good prostaglandins, and actually causes cholesterol to start forming, bad cholesterol. So as you see on there, I don't know if you can read that, but it says trans fat 0 grams. So that's what we're trying to stay away from. So Smart Balance might be a good substitute for those of you that want a little bit of a better flavor in your cooking other than olive oil and whatever else, if you have ventured into the canola oil business. Okay, that pan is ready for the eggs. We're going to slowly pour it in. Okay, we're back. The eggs are in the pan. They're on a low cooking heat. And we're going to let that come up a little bit. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can either put your ingredients right in the egg itself, or you can stuff your omelet. I like it both ways. Now today I think we'll probably do a mix. So as this is cooking, I'm going to put a little bit of the mushroom. Sprinkle that in. With 4 eggs in the size of this pan, this could have easily been a 3-egg omelet, so I reserved some egg mix on the side. You can use that for pancakes or whatever later on. Ooh, that's, I don't know, that's already looking good to me. Okay, a little bit of the celery mix. It still is a little warm here. Now you do want to season your omelet if people like seasoning, if your group likes seasoning, but I like to do that later on. I just am concerned about the salt and whatnot. I really like to just get the basics in first. Okay. I just tasted that celery and the leek combination with the tomato stuff. Yum yum.